Hey folks, hope you're doing well today. Just going to show off some mail that I've picked up the past week, some cards I picked up in the past week or so. It's multi-sport, baseball, football, basketball. Before I get to it, I'm just going to tell you this right here. We're on my desk now. We moved my wife's desk and she put some plants in the background. I didn't want to have plants as my background. So this white cabinet, she was inspired by Mike, baseball collector's beast. So for our anniversary a couple of months ago, she took it upon herself to make me a set of drawers for my cards. So she went over to her aunt and uncle's house, and she spent about a week up there on a few days making this thing. So really sweet of her to do that. I appreciate her for it. I use it to sort of sort my my cards that I'm looking at grading, the cards that I've graded and decided, if they're going to go to BGS or PSA. So it's sort of just a sorting shelf or card catalog type thing for me right now. But onto the cards. I'm going to start. They're not going to flow by sport. They're going to go by how I bought them. So you might hear my daughter in the background. She's watching some cartoons. But from COMC, check out my cards. I had started putting these cards in there in late July, and then in early September, I requested the shipment. Finally came. I actually have a shipment I requested earlier that has not come yet. But what I got from there was a 2019-20 Prism Kobe White Orange Ice. Very nice card. A 2019-20 Prism Red Wave Kobe White, and I just like how it goes with the uniform color. And then this Mike Brosseau Walgreens Yellow. It has a little corner ding, but it was like $5. I think these cards, I don't remember which was which, but one of them was $70. The other was like $85. Now that's a pretty good price, and they are very clean cards. I remember on one of those I picked up, it wasn't the cheapest card. I actually went through all the pictures, and I don't mind paying up a little bit if I think it's going to get a better grade, if it would grade higher. So cheapest isn't always the best. From Blowout, this was a fun little lot for me, and you'll see why at the end of this. But I got a couple of NBA Hoops Kobe White cards. I think rookies. I think these were like $3 a piece. There are two of them in there. Got this Kevin Porter Jr. Prism rookie. I think that was 10. Got this Kevin Porter rookie Orange Ice jersey, sensational swatch jersey. This Mike Soroka gold PSA 9. He had a BGS 9.5 also, but honestly, this 9 looked better, and it was half the price. This was $30. So went ahead and got that. This, because it was a fun card, when I was a kid in the early 90s, it was still a sort of a big deal, and it's really well-centered. 1984 Topps Darryl Strawberry rookie. Corners are not perfect on it or anything, but I didn't get it to grade. I just got it because it was like $2 or $3, and it reminded me of my youth. This 64 Hank Aaron, I think, was $5. Horrible conditions, got a big vertical crease, horizontal crease, but for $5, yeah, I'll pick up a Hank Aaron 64. And this was actually the best of the lot. 1956 Topps Hank Aaron, and the guy in the listing said that there's a crease, and I looked for a long time for the crease and what I found was a wrinkle. There's a slight wrinkle that runs up through here, very faint. Does not go all the way through. So the difference between a wrinkle and a crease is a crease goes all the way through. A wrinkle is on one side. It's a surface issue. But $50 for this card. And so I was astounded by that. That's a great card. Hank Aaron, one of the best. From Blowout, got this 2019-20 Mosaic Silver Zion. I think that was $150. Pretty good looking card. Probably go to BGS. This is another Blowout Blowout seller. Got this lot of Russell Wilson rookies. One of them has a little bit of ink on the back, like printing stuff on the back. The other one's probably a solid 9. I haven't looped the corners yet, but I think it's probably a 9. So pretty good little buy. Now this is the Arozarena I picked up for $75. It was the very first one listed on eBay. I decided to get one that was slightly better condition. I feel like this might make a minimum 9.5. Hold on, folks. My daughter wants something. Excuse me. She wants cheese. Okay. Yeah. You want to say hey? Yeah, okay. All right, go watch your show. I love you. So I decided to pick up a slightly better condition one that I thought was better condition, and I made an offer. The seller countered. This was on eBay. Ended up picking this up for $280, and not 20 minutes after I got it, one ended at auction for $300. I do think this is probably a 10. So that was a nice little, fun little pickup. I think his cards will go up. If he has a good spring training, his cards are going to be through the roof, I think, when the season starts. Got this Mahomes Optic, paid $300 for it. It's very clean on the front, little off center left to right, but within PSA 10 standards. Looks very clean on the back, but upon further notice, there is a slight little edge issue right there. So it's a little off center on the back, but not too much to knock it out of 10. I do think it's a solid 9 candidate though. So I'll probably send that in. I'm not in a huge rush. I kind of want to hold on to it. It's a good looking card. This, okay, so I sort of mentioned this a little bit last week, but there was an auction house. They had some 2016 Topps cards in a picture, and it's not an auction house that specializes in sports cards. It was like an estate liquidation or something. And so they had a picture of 5 2016 cards, and it just said something like 2016 Topps baseball cards. And if you open it up, it said inserts included of, and it listed the players off. And it had these cards, and the picture wasn't great, but they were good enough for me to tell that there was a little shine or shimmer on the back, which indicated that they were probably foil boards. And sure enough, I could sort of make out one of the numbers of one of the cards. So I was like, these are foil board cards, and there are 5 of them. So my assumption is they're all from the same hobby set. But got a Steven Strasburg, and the reason I've got it, I won it a day or two before the World Series ended, and I picked it up for $50 plus 15 shipping and handling from a third-party shipper, which it was very poorly shipped. These were just put into a Ziploc bag and put into a bubble mailer that was folded over. That was it. No cardboard, anything. So I was very fortunate that they didn't come damaged, but one of the cards was a Corey Seager rookie out of 177. Not the sharpest of corners, but you never see these things pop up on eBay. So this was one a day or two before the World Series ended. Got it earlier this week. Excited about that. $65 shipped. I thought, yeah, it's good enough, whatever. It's a good deal, I think, in my head. This was a seller on the Blowout forums. I don't remember what the individual prices were, but I paid $900 for the lot. First is an Orange Ice Zion rookie. And in the thread, this is a guy who does a lot of grading, selling, high-end stuff. He said, I think this is probably a 10. It's a little off-centered. I think it's within 10 standards, but the corners are so sharp. So I think he's right. I think it probably is a 10. Also got this Kyler Murray Red Ice out of Prism 2019. I liked it because the color scheme match thing there with his jersey. I think it's probably a BGS 9.5. So probably send that off. And then I got this green Ja Morant rookie out of 2019-20. Very good looking card. Also, I think it probably has a good chance at a PSA 10. If not, I'll look it over one more time. I've already looked at once, but probably send it to PSA. Very minimum. It will be a BGS 9.5, I think. So my biggest pickup of the week was basketball. It was from a seller on the forums. And I picked up this lot of Ja Morant rookies out of Prism. And so start off with these 3 pink ice cards. I don't care for the pink ice subset, and they are all off-centered a little bit, so I'm just going to throw those back up for sale. Recoup some of the funds. Don't care for the set. They won't grade out as 10s or probably even 9s. One of them might be a 9. The other 2 are probably 8s or 9 off-centered. Got this Red Ice Ja Morant, and all these have really good corners. One of them might have 9 corners. It had one that's questionable, and then a couple of off-centered ones besides the pink ice. But this Red Ice, very good looking card. This is the image variation. Very clean card. A green prism, another green prism. And then 6 base, of which I think 3 have a solid chance at a 10, and then 1 or maybe 2 others Could be a 9.5, VGS 9.5, probably just one. And then one, maybe two that are a little too off-centered to grade a 9.5 or a 10. But that was a very good lot. Picked that up for $1,500. And then finally, to end it on baseball, picked up a ton of 2020 Topps player cards of Bichette, Kyle Lewis, Mike Trout, Gavin Lux, more Bichette. I have yet to look through these to check the conditions. Just quickly looking at some of the ones that weren't, or that had already taken out of the team bags. Most of them look pretty good. These came from, I know that these came from retail sets that people bought. They bought like 20 sets. These are from two different sellers, 20 or 30 sets a piece, and then they just parceled out the individual player lots, and then they were going after the variations and the chromes and stuff more than anything. But pick those up. I'll look through them at some point. I've got a large stack ready to go to PSA. I'm going to wait and add these to it, and I'm going to send off. There's a because there's only a few months till spring training, about 4 months till the start of this 2021 season, presumably 4 or 5 months. I don't think these would be back in time from the bulk, so I'll probably pick out the Bichette's, Lewis, and the Luis Robert cards and send those a little faster, a little higher rate, $25 per card. I don't know if I'll do the Rosarenas or not yet because they're Series 1. I don't have any of his update stuff yet. I think his update stuff will be higher than his Series 1 stuff in the Cardinals uniform. And then the rest of the stuff, including the complete set variations, I'll probably send snail mail to the bulk rate, $15 per card, and hope that Lux, Alvarez, and whoever else has a good season at some point next year. But that's what I've got. Let me know if you have a favorite. It was a little basketball heavy, but some sort of a blue chip mail week for me. I've got an exciting one. I think it'll come in next week. It's a vintage card. It's one that I've wanted for about 25 years. I never had it. So I don't know if that'll be next week or the week after, but be looking for that video. And till then, hope you all have a great day, great weekend, and I'll see you soon.